Business Report is sponsored by Dynamic Funds.
Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Jump at the pumps, and not a wee one. It's a big one. Let's bring in Mike Eppel, breaking it all down. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Melanie. How are you?
I'm okay, but so this is the warning for everyone, okay? Go fill up today. Go.
5 cents per liter is how much we're expecting the price here in the GTA to go up by this time tomorrow. Almost $1.41 per liter. So that puts it into record territory. The forecast coming in from Roger McKnight at Enpro. And why? We don't exactly know. We're still trying to figure that out because the price for oil, it's been up marginally this week. The wholesale price for refined gasoline, it's up a little bit, but a 5 cent per liter spike overnight after a 1 cent increase today already. And now, again, you could, argue that we're saying it's at a record, but comparatively, the last time we were at $1.41 a couple of years back, the carbon tax wasn't quite as high as where it is today. And of course, there's a tax on a tax. So there are vagaries within the comparables. Nevertheless, pretty expensive again. Out further west in Vancouver, they're looking at around $1.60, which isn't quite a record for that metropolitan market. But then we come into, we're in an election last time I checked, and affordability is a big talking point for all of the campaigners. And when people see the price for gasoline going up, you'll have the obligatory shots on the evening news of, people grumbling about high gas prices. And sure, we'd like to transition into more electric vehicles, but those are, still not up to a market share standpoint where it's an effective alternative. So
yeah, exactly. So, Mike, the big banks reporting earnings this week, and we heard from Liberal leader Justin Trudeau talking about, hey, I'm going to make them pay if elected.
Yeah, kind of a populist shift here for the Liberal leader as the talk is about hitting with a surcharge of an additional 3% on any earnings above $1 billion. It came out on the same day that the Royal Bank reported a record-breaking $4.3 billion profit for its third quarter. So that would effectively put the banks at an 18% taxation rate, as opposed to 15% for anything over $1 billion. Should mention the CIBC just reported a profit of $1.75 billion. Will it happen? It's been tried and discussed in other jurisdictions, the United States. Some European Union nations have talked about it, and typically it doesn't get passed because, again, you get pushback from the industry itself saying, yeah, when times are good, you're going to slap us with a tax. Why isn't it a uniform increase? Why aren't all industries subjected to perhaps higher corporate taxes or an even playing field? So you're going to have this. It's an interesting political idea. Will it gain some traction? Perhaps, because, again, banks are making a lot of money. Again, people grumble about that. So nevertheless, we're into an election campaign. And when the banks are reporting the amount of money they're making today, looks pretty good.
Mike, in this edition of Pandemic Trends, we're talking about swimming pools. I'll put my hand up here. We redid our backyard, and I wanted a pool. 2-year wait list. 2-year wait list. Not happening.
A surprise. A lot of permits were issued for pools, according to some data from MPAC, because they look at, well, what do you have on your property that we can maybe slap you with some extra taxes for? It's a 58% increase, 53% increase in permits issued here in the province of Ontario last year for swimming pools because we couldn't do much of anything else. So people wanted a pool. And this year, it would have been a pretty good investment considering how hot it's been. So, like you say, Melanie, this industry is booming, and good luck finding a contractor. Earlier this year, if you wanted to get a pool liner, you couldn't because remember how back in February, the Texas refineries were all shut down, and pool liners are made out of plastics, petroleum products. So they were low on the list of things to get restarted. So people were fixing their pool liners rather than replacing them. And even if you had a new installation, good luck getting one done.
I want to just be that girl doing the cannonball. That looks so refreshing, especially on a day like today.